Hello everyone, welcome in this session of English Yuvak Bharati Standard 12. 4.2 To Serve with Love is our novel and we are moving towards the third part of it. So welcome students. Students, this is the revision of our second part. In the second part we have discussed about the synopsis of the extract, chapter 17. It is a kind of a brief summary of our whole extract. Then we have already discussed on the half part of chapter 17. So we have a discussion on half part of the chapter 17. What we have discussed earlier, I have enlisted them below. Miss Joseph and Denham, the students' representatives, presided over the program. We know that there is a half-yearly students' council, and at that time, Miss Joseph and Denham, the students' representatives, are there and they presided over the program. The second thing, they were there who arranged, presented, and controlled the program. As it is a students' council, everything is in students' hand, and they arranged, presented, and controlled the program very well. Headmaster Mr. Florian gave a lengthy speech, but it was clearly visible that he was one up with the aims of the school and he wanted the furtherance of them by his school children. So, Mr. Florian is there, he was the headmaster, and he is what we can say is a fully dedicated headmaster of the school. Miss Joseph talked about the purpose of the council and activities of it. Miss Joseph, one of the student representatives, she spoke about the student council, that is what is the purpose of it and what are the activities done by it. Beginning with the lowest classes, class after class, they represented subject-wise reports or presentations. So beginning with the lowest class, after then the senior classes came over there for presentation. Then came the turn of Braithwaite's class, as Braithwaite's class is one of the senior class. So the then came the turn of Braithwaite's class, and he became anxious about it. Denham called out the names of class representatives in order to come on the stage and start their presentations. Denham used the term Miss for every senior girl. This is one of the important changes that took place in students. Specifically, Denham, he was using the term Miss for every senior girl. Miss Joseph highlighted that they had been learning through each subject how all mankind was interdependent in spite of geographical location and differences in color, races, and creeds. So that is what is very important, as we have already seen the effects of racism, and here the students are there. There is a huge transformation in them, and now they are talking about the interdependency of human beings on each other and the similarity between the human beings, though there are various differences of geographical locations, the differences of color, creed, and races. The next thing, Potter came first to present a report on math, and he spoke about universal ways of measurement and weighing, though through it he proved the interdependency of mankind. So he spoke about the maths, the subject maths, and in which those students they learned about the interdependency of mankind, in which they transferred their knowledge. There is exchange of knowledge in the field of mathematics. Then Sapieno presented a report and spoke about the interdependency in nature or agriculture and the exchange of knowledge in this field. So we have already discussed all these things, and last thing, that is third in the line, was Miss Pagan Jackson to present a report on geography. Now there comes there these two students are there, they came over there to present a report on geography. Now we will move towards the third part. Jackson spoke first on the distribution of mineral deposits and vegetable produce over the earth's surface. Have a country reached in one was often deficient in the other, and of the interchange and interdependence which inevitably followed. We know that what type of what we can say distribution of mineral deposits and vegetable produce. Every country or every nation cannot produce or cannot acquire everything what it requires. इट मीन्स दॅट प्रत्येक देशाला हव्या असलेल्या सर्व गोष्टी त्या देशातच मिळतील, पिकतील असं काही होऊ शकत नाही. देर आर व्हेरीज जिओग्राफिकल डिफरन्सेस, देर आर डिफरन्सेस इन मिनरल डिपॉझिट्स, अँड फॉर दॅट every nation, every country has to be dependent on another nation, another country. In respect of vegetable produce also, every country cannot produce everything what it requires, and that is why people are interdependent on each other. Miss Peg dealt with human relationships, stressing the problems facing the post-war world for feeding. We know that there is a World War II, and after that various problems arised and various problems were faced by the people. And Miss Peg, she was there. She talks about the human relationships, stressing the problems facing the post-war world, just like the problems of feeding, the problem of clothing and housing is also there. So these are the problems of that time. The huge population was there, and all these problems were faced by them. She also made a reference to the thousands of refugees. There are thousands of refugees. There are thousands of people who have they became homeless, and they have to take refuge somewhere in some kind of a camps or some kind of a what we can say some kind of a space where which is available to them. So there are thousands of refugees. There are so many people who became stateless. They became stateless means without a state or without any nationality, and they became unwanted also. And to the efforts and programs of UNICEF, we know that there is a what we can say there is a UNICEF means United Nations Children's Fund is there. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund was there earlier, but now it is United Nations Children's Fund. Now it is only called as a United Nations Children's Fund. Furman, as usual, had a trump card up his sleeves. Now, next into the line, there was a student whose name was Furman. He was there and he had a trump card up in his sleeves. Trump card, it means he has a winning card, or he has something in his hand, or a different card which can win a game for him. Trump card, so winning card is there in his sleeves. When called he made a signal to someone off stage, and Welch and Allison appeared bearing a skeleton between them, together with a sort of gallows. So two students are there. Two students are there to help Furman, and he signaled them, and they came over there bearing a skeleton between them. And there was a sort of gallows. There was a kind of a arrangement where they can hang the skeleton. When this arrangement had been set up, there was the skeleton hanging from a hook screwed into the top of its skull, gently revolving at the end of a cord. ते जे स्केलेटन आणलेलं आहे ते अशा प्रकारे स्क्रूड केलेलं आहे, किंवा आपण असं म्हणून त्याला अशा प्रकारची रचना केलेली आहे की ते त्या गॅलोजला अडकून तिथे अशा प्रकारचं एक लाकडी किंवा असं आपण म्हणू की स्तंभ तयार केला की ज्याला तो स्केलेटन लटकू शकतोय, आणि तिथं तो अशा प्रकारे लटकणार आहे की तो फिरू सुद्धा शकतोय. सो इट वॉज जंटली रिव्हॉल्विंग ॲट द एंड ऑफ अ कॉर्ड. एका वायरीच्या सहाय्याने आपल्याला दिसतं की एका थ्रेड असेल, स्ट्रिंग असेल. Cord means what? There is a string, thread, something is there which can move it easily. This was somewhat in the nature of a comic relief. though there are very serious discussions were going on, but it is kind of a comic relief for everyone, and the school showed its approval by laughing uproariously. So everyone was enjoying it, everyone was laughing loudly at whatever Furman was showing, and that is what we can see. There is a loud or uncontrolled noise is there in the auditorium. So it is said that everyone is laughing uproariously, but levity soon evaporated. Levity. Then they stopped laughing at that and they started watching what he was exactly going to show them. So, but the levity soon evaporated when Furman began to speak. When Furman began to speak, people understood the importance of the subject and they stopped their laughing. He had a strong sense of the dramatic. We know that Furman began to speak, his voice was clear and precise. He had a strong sense of the dramatic. He knew very well how to present it. Calmly he told them that it was a female skeleton. We know that there was a skeleton on the stage, and Furman started speaking about it, and he told all the students over there that it was a female skeleton, but was a fact, and that was a fact and could easily be proved. It is not very difficult to prove that the skeleton was of a female, but he could not say with any assurance whether she had been Chinese or French or German or Greek, nor could he say if she had been brown or white or mixture of both. So it is clearly visible that it is very clear with the help of skeleton we can prove that the skeleton is of a was of a female, but we cannot prove that whether she has a white color, whether she is Chinese, she is from France, she is German or Greek. So there is no way by which one can prove that she has a that kind of a skin color, nor could he say if she had been brown or white or mixture of both. And from that he said the class had concluded that basically all people were the same. The trimmings might be different, but the foundations were all laid out according to the same blueprint. In this way, Furman became successful in whatever he wanted to say, whatever he wanted to prove. फर्मनने तर स्केलेटन आणून तिथे लावलाय. त्या स्केलेटनच्या निरीक्षणावरून त्यांनी सांगितलं की ते स्केलेटन जे आहे ते एका स्त्रीचं आहे, पण ती कोणत्या रंगाची आहे, कोणत्या देशाची आहे हे काही आपण सांगू शकत नाही, हे त्यांनी प्रूव्ह केलं आहे. आणि सगळ्यात शेवटी जे कन्क्ल्यूड केलं आहे, काय कन्क्ल्यूड केलं आहे, the trimmings might be different. Trimmings means whatever the external looks a person may have. Trimmings इथे आपण त्याचा अर्थ असा घ्यायचा की व्यक्ती बाहेरून जरी कशीही दिसत असली तरी त्याची जी ब्ल्यू प्रिंट आहे किंवा आतला जो ढाचा आहे, साचा आहे, तो मात्र आपल्याला दिसतो की एकसारखाच असतो. सो वॉट एव्हर ट्रिमिंग्स, वॉट एव्हर डेकोरेशन, वॉट एव्हर external things are there, they may be different. Here we are talking about the skin color. व्यक्ती बाहेरून कशी असली तरी आतून मात्र ब्ल्यू प्रिंट ही सर्वांची सारखीच आहे. फर्मन वॉज वंडरफुल, ही हॅड देम ईटिंग आउट ऑफ हिज हँड. फर्मन वॉज वंडरफुल, फर्मनने जे काही केलं आहे त्यांनीच पूर्णपणे स्वतःचा मुद्दा पटवून देण्यात तो यशस्वी झाला आणि बाकी सर्व त्याच्यापुढे फिके पडलेत. Miss Dare's contribution was something of an anticlimax after Furman's performance. We know that Miss Dare, she was there along with Furman, who are going to present on physiology. फिजिओलॉजी हा विषय घेऊन हे दोघं जण प्रेझेंटेशन्स करणार होते, पण फर्मननी इतक्या सुंदर पद्धतीने प्रेझेंटेशन्स केलेत की त्यानंतर मिस डेअर ह्या ज्या प्रेझेंटेशन्स करणार आहेत ते खरं तर फारसं काही आपण म्हणू की तिथे उपयोगी ठरणारं नव्हतं. सो इट इज जस्ट लाईक अँटी क्लायमॅक्स ओव्हर देअर आफ्टर फर्मन्स परफॉर्मन्स, अँड शी सीम्स टू रिअलाइज इट. And she understood it very well. She spoke about the problems which all humanity has to face in terms of sickness and disease, and of the advantages gained by the interchange of knowledge, advice, and assistance. She knew that it was just like an anticlimax after whatever Furman displayed over there. Still, she played her role well, and she spoke about the sickness and diseases. सर्व मानवजातीला भेडसावणारे काही प्रश्न आहेत, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे आजार रोग आहेत, आणि त्याच्यासाठी सुद्धा आपल्याला दिसतं की माहिती किंवा ज्ञानाचं आदानप्रदान हे केलं जातं, जेणेकरून वेगवेगळ्या आजारांपासून माणसाला मुक्ती मिळवता येईल. Miss Dodd reported on the period of history the class had studied, the Reformation in England. Now Miss Dodd is there. She came over there to speak on history, and she told about the Reformation in England. Whatever reformations were there in England, she spoke about them. She told of the struggles of men of independent spirit against the clerical domination and of their efforts to break from established religious traditions. So whatever the struggles were there in England, whatever the reforms that took place in England, and the clerical domination which is there, the religious traditions are there, and people have to struggle to break down those religious traditions. They have to took efforts to break down from the established religious traditions. So all these things were discussed by Miss Dodd. Miss Dodd. From those early beginnings gradually grew the idea of tolerance of the beliefs and cultures of others, and now common interest in trying to study and understand those cultures. If we look back in history, people are denying others' cultures, people are denying others' traditions, and now what kind of a what we can say, change is there, transformation is there. Now people are trying to understand that this is the tradition, or this is the way of life of a people, this is the culture of other people, and now they are not opposing it, they are not against it. Now they are trying to understand those cultures, they are trying to study, they took interest in other cultures. Denham's report was a bit of a shock. We know that one more student representative, that is Denham, he was also there to have a presentation, and his report was there. It's a bit of a shock for everyone. He severely criticized the general pattern of PTN games, emphasizing the serious limitations of space obtaining and the effect of that limitation on their games activities. डेनॅम हा जो विद्यार्थी आहे त्याने खरं तर अशा विषयाविषयी तो बोलला की जे कुणालाही एक्सपेक्टेड नव्हतं, आणि त्याने पी टी लेक्चर्सला विरोध केला आहे, आणि जी जागा त्यांना उपलब्ध आहे ती पुरेशी नाही ह्याच्याविषयी तो बोलला आहे. ही कंप्लेंट दॅट द पी टी वॉज इल कन्सिव्ड अँड पॉइंटलेस. त्याच्या मतानुसार पी टी हा जो विषय टाइमटेबलमध्ये ठेवलेला आहे, it was ill conceived, or what, it is not properly thought, or it is not a planned subject over there. तिथे कुठल्याही प्रकारचा विचार करून तो विषय त्यांना ठेवण्यात आलेला नाही असं त्याचं म्हणणं होतं. अँड रूटीन मोनोटोनस, इट वॉज इल कन्सिव्ड, पॉइंटलेस अँड रूटीन मोनोटोनस. जो पी टीचा पिरियड आहे तो त्यांच्यासाठी अतिशय बोरिंग आहे. ही कुड सी नो ॲडव्हान्टेज इन डुईंग इट, अ जॉली गुड गेम वॉज फार बेटर. सो पी टीचा पिरियड आहे त्याच्याऐवजी एखादा दुसरा कुठलाही खेळ इंट्रोड्यूस करावा असं त्याचं म्हणणं आहे. अपॅरेंटली ही वॉज व्हॉइसिंग द ओपिनियन्स ऑफ ऑल द बॉईज. अनेक मुलांना असं वाटत होतं आणि त्यांच्या वतीने जणू काही तो बोलत होता. फॉर दे चिअर्ड हिम लाऊडली, ऑल द बॉईज वर चिअरिंग हिम लाऊडली. वेन द रिपोर्ट्स वेर ओव्हर, Denham called 2 children at random from the audience and asked them to write the names of each teacher, including the head, on a slip of a paper. Whatever report Denham had presented on PT lecture, after that, this is the time to invite teachers panel over there, and Denham, he called 2 students from the audience. They came over there and they wrote names of all the teachers, including headmaster, on slips of paper, and these slips were folded and placed in a hat, juggled vigorously. All these slips were folded. चिठ्ठ्यांवरती कागदाच्या चिठ्ठ्यांवरती शिक्षकांची नावं लिहिली गेली आहेत, आणि त्या घड्या घालून त्या कागदांच्या एका हॅटमध्ये ठेवल्यात, व्यवस्थित हलवल्या गेल्यात. जॅगल मीन्स वॉट, They are stirred properly, juggled vigorously and then withdrawn one by one. आणि मग त्यातली एक एक चिठ्ठी ही काढण्यात आली आहे. द नेम्स वेअर कॉल्ड मिस्टर वेस्टन, मिसेस डेल इव्हान्स, मिस फिलिप्स, डेनहॅम and Miss Joseph. Mr. Weston, Mrs. Del Evans, Miss Philip Denham. These three teachers were there. 3 शिक्षकांना तिथे बोलवण्यात आले. Miss Weston, Mr. Weston was there, Mrs. Del Evans were there, and Miss Phillips Denham was there. And Miss Joseph Denham and Miss Joseph led the others off the stage and the teachers took their seats. 3 शिक्षक तिथे आलेले आहेत आणि त्या तिघांना तिथे बसून डेनहॅम आणि मिस जोसेफ यांनी बाकीच्यांना खाली बसण्याकरता सांगितलेलं आहे. वेस्टन बिग अँड बुशिली अँड टायडी बिटवीन द 2 वुमेन. वेस्टन वॉज हाऊ इट वॉज, ही वॉज big and bushily. He is without any what we can say, he is not in a proper or correct posture. He was sitting lazily and he is in a sitting very informal manner. He is not in that mood that he is representing teachers over there. एक शिक्षक प्रतिनिधी म्हणून आपण आहोत अशा प्रकारे मिस्टर वेस्टन हे तिथे बसलेले नाही आहेत आणि हे जाणवतंय, हे ब्रेथवेट यांनी म्हटलंय. वेस्टन्स बिग अँड बुशिली अँड टायडी बिटवीन द 2 वुमेन. देन द क्वेश्चनिंग बिगॅन. तिन्ही शिक्षक बसल्यानंतर आता प्रश्न विचारायला सुरुवात झालेली आहे. आय बिलीव्ह आय वुड हॅव gone a long way to see what followed. It was an experience which I shall not easily forget. तिथे जाणं मला सुद्धा आवडलं असतं असं लेखकांना वाटतंय. The questions were mostly from the 2 top classes, probably because the young children were either too timid or too uninformed to formulate their questions. It is but natural that lower classes are there and they are not that much capable to ask questions, to formulate questions, and that is why 2 senior classes are there and those students were ready with their questions. The teachers had no briefing and were often caught out stammering in their indecision. Teachers, they are not ready for whatever questions they are going to be asked by the others, and that is why they are stammering. They are, what we can say, involuntarily repeating the same kind of a sound. There is a repetition of same kind of a sound but which is involuntarily. त्यांच्याकडनं बोलताना त्याच गोष्टी किंवा तेच आवाज निघतात कारण आपल्याला दिसतं की ते तयार नाही आहेत कुठल्याही प्रकारच्या प्रश्नोत्तरांसाठी. सो देअर इज अ स्टॅमरिंग इन देअर इनडिसिजन. बट हिअर अगेन आय रिसीव्ड अ बिग सरप्राईज. The freely, seemingly brainless Miss Euphemia Phillips proved to be the coolest and best informed of the 3. Miss Phillips, she was there along with all the, more. There 2 more teachers are there, Mr. Weston and Mrs. Del Evans. But as compared to them, Miss Phillips, she proved herself over there. Though Braithwaite called her as a freely or seemingly brainless. Freely here it means that she is what she is stylish, or she is living in such a manner that something extra is there. It means that she is not talented, she is not original, she is what we can say not that much intelligent. So though she seems to be freely seemingly brainless, but still she proved herself. She is the coolest and best informed of the 3. या तिघांमध्ये ती स्वतः म्हणजे ज्या शिक्षिका आहेत मिस फिलिप्स ह्या खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने बोललेल्या आहेत. She dealt with questions put to her with candor and authority. Candor means quality of being open and honest. She is very clear, she is open to whatever question is asked, and she is very honest, and she spoke with authority and would often intervene skillfully to assist one of the others without causing embarrassment. She is not only proving herself, she is also helping others, to teachers, to say whatever they want to say without any interference or without causing any embarrassment. इतर दोन शिक्षकांना सुद्धा उत्तरं देताना मदत करताना आपल्याला दिसतीये मिस फिलिप्स. Weston cut a very ridiculous figure in the face of Denham's blunt criticism and Furman's adroit questioning. फर्मन आणि डेनहम हे दोन जे विद्यार्थी आहेत यांनी जे प्रश्न विचारलेत त्याला उत्तर देताना आपल्याला दिसते की मिस्टर वेस्टन हे समर्पक उत्तर देऊ शकलेले नाही आहेत. ही फाउंड हिमसेल्फ completely nonplussed. Nonplussed means surprised or confused. He was totally confused and he was unable to answer those questions. So he was completely nonplussed and tried to bluster his way out with a show of offended dignity. So there is no other way to show that he was being offended by the student, and that is what his way out of the situation. He could not effectively support the PT exercises, and that is what is expected from him as a teacher. He must support that there must be PT lectures, PT exercises, for which he was partly responsible. As having any definite physical advantage, Denham was a trained boxer and insisted that such exercises were only advantageous if practiced daily and for more sustained periods. Denham, he was continuously talking about the what we can say the PT lectures are there in the timetable, and he is against all those PT lectures which are, according to him, are ill-conceived, pointless, and routine monotonous. So all those lectures were boring for him, and he was against all those PT lectures, and that is why he was speaking against it. As having any definite physical advantage, Denham was a trained boxer. We come to know that Denham, he was a trained boxer, and he was interested in boxing, not in PT. If practiced daily and for more sustained periods. So according to him, PT lectures are useless. PT twice weekly for 20 minutes was a waste of time. For 20 minutes it was waste of time. 20 मिनिटात जे काही केलं जातं ते खरं तर हा वेळ वाया घालवणे असं त्याचं म्हणणं आहे. He asserted once again. Miss Phillips took the reins and her stock promptly shot up 100-fold. मिस फिलिप जेव्हा कधी प्रश्नाचं उत्तर देत असत तेव्हा वेगवेगळे आयाम त्या उत्तराचे उलगडत असत किंवा वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टींचा उल्लेख त्या त्यांच्या उत्तरामध्ये करताना आपल्याला दिसत. सो हर आन्सर वॉज हर शॉट अप वॉज 100-fold. शी रिमाइंडेड द स्कूल दॅट एव्हरी सब्जेक्ट इन्क्लुडिंग PT and games had been carefully considered and fitted into the teaching timetable, and so that each student received maximum benefit from it. मिस फिलिप्स यांनी सांगितलं की प्रत्येक विषय जो आहे टाईमटेबलमध्ये हा विचार करून घेतलेला आहे. सो इट इज केअरफुली कन्सिडर्ड अँड फिटेड इन टू द टीचिंग टाईमटेबल. सो एव्हरी स्टुडंट कॅन रिसीव्ड मॅक्झिमम बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. The school with its limited facilities must be considered in terms of the greatest good for the greatest numbers. ग्रेटेस्ट गुड फॉर द ग्रेटेस्ट नंबर्स. जास्तीत जास्त चांगलं जास्तीत जास्त विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी कसं करता येईल हे बघण्याकरता म्हणून PT सारखे लेक्चरसुद्धा ठेवले गेलेले आहेत. अँड इट वुड बी बियॉन्ड एनीवन्स पॉवर्स टू प्लीज एव्हरीबडी. इट इज बियॉन्ड everyone's power. Everyone cannot satisfy. One cannot satisfy everyone. If we are satisfying one, at the same time we are dissatisfying someone else. एकाच वेळी आपण सगळ्या लोकांच्या मनासारखं वागू शकत नाही. सो इट वुड बी बियॉन्ड एनीवन्स पॉवर्स टू प्लीज एव्हरीबडी. सम ऑफ यू, शी कन्क्लुडेड, फिक्सिंग Denham with innocent eyes. She pointed towards Denham, and what she said, are fortunate in your own fine physical development and do not really need the few mere helpings of the PT and games which this school can offer. mere helpings are there. आपल्याला दिसते की PT सारख्या लेक्चर्सची डेनॅमसारख्या बॉक्सरला खरं तर काहीच गरज नाही आहे. अँड दॅट इज व्हॉट शी पॉइंटेड आउट. मिस फिलिप्स यांनी तेच सांगितलेलं आहे की यू आर व्हेरी फॉर्च्युनेट, यू आर अ बॉक्सर, बट अदर स्टुडंट्स दे नीड इट. So she said that you are fortunate in your own fine physical development and do not really need the few mere helpings of PT and games which this school can offer. Try to remember that there are others from whom our programs is ideally suited. त्या एका विद्यार्थ्यासाठी नसेल तरी पण अनेक इतर विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी पी टीचे लेक्चर्स ही गरजेची आहेत. इट मे बी दॅट सम ऑफ युअर ओल्डर बॉयज माइट इवन बी एबल टू हेल्प इन दॅट रिस्पेक्ट. Denham was not to be put off by these sugary remarks. तुला इतर मोठ्या मुलांची मदत होऊ शकते, पी टीसारख्या लेक्चर्सची तुला हेल्प होणार नाही आहे असं सांगत त्या काय म्हटल्यात, इट मे बी दॅट सम ऑफ यू ओल्डर बॉयज माइट इवन बी एबल टू हेल्प इन दॅट रिस्पेक्ट. ओल्डर बॉयज जे आहेत ते उलट ह्या गोष्टीमध्ये लक्ष घालू शकतात की ज्या विद्यार्थ्यांना आत्तापर्यंत कुठल्याच प्रकारचं फिजिकल एज्युकेशन मिळालेलं नाही आहे त्यांना उलट ते जास्त गरजेचं होऊ शकतं. अँड दॅट इज व्हॉट इज नॉट गोइंग टू स्टॉप हिम. डेनहॅमला हे काही फारसं पटलेलं नाही किंवा तो तिथे थांबलेला नाही आहे. अँड ही रोज इन रिप्लाय, देन वाय डू वी हॅव टू डू पी टी. जर आमच्यासारख्या मोठ्या मुलांना गरज नाही आहे तर मग आम्ही पी टीचे लेक्चर्स का करावीत असं त्याने विचारलंय. वाय डोंट दे टेक ओनली द किड्स टू हू नीड इट. ज्यांना गरज आहे त्यांनाच फक्त नेलं जावं असंही त्याने म्हटलंय. द रेस्ट ऑफ अस कॅन हॅव अ गेम ऑफ अ फुटबॉल ऑर समथिंग instead of doing a lot of daft things that's no good to us. According to him, all these are the daft things or silly things or useless things. पी टी लेक्चर्स सारख्या गोष्टींची आम्हाला गरज नाही आहे, आमच्यासाठी ते युजफुल नाही आहेत. ऑल दीज आर दी सिली थिंग्स टू डू. हे आमच्यासाठी बिलकुलच उपयोगीचे नाही असं डेनमनी म्हटलंय. दिस वॉज अ पोझर. पोझर मीन्स वॉट अ इट वॉज अ क्वेश्चन और अ प्रॉब्लेम दॅट इज डिफिकल्ट टू सॉल्व और आन्सर. थोडा एक उत्तर देण्याकरता म्हणून थोडा अवघड प्रश्न आपण म्हणू की डेनॅमने जर म्हटलं आहे की आमच्यासारख्या मोठ्या मुलांना गरजच काय आहे पेटीची, लहान मुलांना गरजेचं आहे तर त्यांना नेलं जावं. आमच्यासाठी इट वॉज जस्ट लाईक अ डॅफ्ट थिंग और अ सिली थिंग टू डू. But she came right back at him, her baby blue eyes twinkling in her delight at this crossing of stairs. पण ह्याही ठिकाणी आपल्याला दिसतं मिस फिलिप्स ह्या उत्तर देण्याकरता आलेल्या आहेत आणि त्या काय म्हणतात, लेट्स से इट इज ॲज मच ॲन एक्झरसाइज ऑफ माइंड ॲज इट इज ऑफ द बॉडी. डेनहॅम, सो डू नॉट लुक पी टी ॲज अ फिजिकल एक्झरसाइज ओनली. मुळात पी टीला फक्त फिजिकल एक्झरसाइज म्हणून बघूच नको. इट इज जस्ट लाईक अ माइंड एक्झरसाइज. द होल टाइम टेबल इन दिस स्कूल इज मीन टू हेल्प यू इन द वर्ल्ड आफ्टर यू लिव्ह हिअर. पी टी लेक्चर्स ही अशीच एक गोष्ट आहे असं म्हणायला हरकत नाही की जी तुम्हाला शाळा सोडल्यानंतर उपयोगी होणार आहे आयुष्यामध्ये. अँड डुईंग व्हॉट यू आर टोल्ड इन स्पाईट ऑफ नॉट लाइकिंग इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग. आवडत नाही आहे तरी ते करायचं हे सुद्धा एक प्रकारचं ट्रेनिंग आहे. इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ माइंड एक्झरसाइज अँड दॅट इज व्हॉट यू आर गोइंग टू डू. यू आर सपोज टू डू व्हेन यू आर गोइंग फॉर अ पी टी लेक्चर्स. आवडत नसलेली गोष्टसुद्धा सांगितली म्हणून करणं हा सुद्धा एक प्रकारचा माइंड एक्झरसाइज आहे. अँड इट विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प स्टुडंट्स इन फ्युचर. आयुष्यामध्ये त्याचाही उपयोग हा होणार आहे त्यांना. And that is why she said that the whole timetable in this school is meant to help you in the world after you leave here, and doing what you are told in spite of not liking it is a part of a training. I feel sure that you will see the point in that. That stopped him. Here it becomes difficult for Denham to raise any question. He stopped over there. Poor Denham knew that he had been outwitted, but he could do nothing about it. At this time, he left with no arguments. He left with no. There is no more argument. There is no more debate on this topic. And Miss Phillips, she outwitted him. She spoke in such a manner that now it becomes very difficult for Denham to raise any point, because whatever she said is very true, and it is accepted by the everyone who was presented over there. So poor Denham knew that he had been outwitted, but he could do nothing about it and sat looking rather rueful. Means what? Though he do not like all those things, and it was what we can say, such kind of a moment for him, that though he was not liking something and he has to accept it, that is why he is looking rather rueful, while Miss Phyllis' smile broadened. She proved her point well. This freely innocent looking puss had gobbled her canary without leaving the tiniest feather. So she's compared with a puss, and the way she spoke in that question answer session, or what we can say, whatever doubts or questions were raised by the students, and she was there, she explained everything in a very well manner, she answered them in very well manner, and she proved whatever the schools and aims and objectives are there, she spoke about them, and that is why it is said that this freely innocent looking puss had gobbled her canary without leaving the tiniest feather. I began to understand how it was that so slight a creature could cope so effectively with her class. Whatever opinion he may have before this kind of a program, but now he could understand that she can cope up very effectively with her class. मिस फिलिप्स ज्या आहेत त्या दिसताना जरी अशा दिसत असतील, तरीसुद्धा त्या मुळात हुशार आहेत किंवा खूप इफेक्टिवली त्यांचा क्लास हँडल करू शकतात, हे ब्रेथवेंट त्यांना जाणवलेलं आहे. Soon after this, as the morning ended, the head went on the stage and closed the proceedings. या सेशन नंतर, क्वेश्चन आन्सरिंग सेशन झाल्यानंतर आपल्याला दिसते की जे हेड आहेत इन्स्टिट्यूशनचे, जे हेडमास्टर आहेत, ते तिथे गेलेत स्टेजवरती, आणि त्यांनी काय केलेलं आहे, ही क्लोज द प्रोसिडिंग्स. वॉट एवर प्रोसिडिंग्स देअर मे बी अ प्रोग्राम ऑफ vote of thanks, and other things are there while we are ending a program. So all those proceedings were there, and those proceedings were done by the head of the institution, expressing his pride in all the children and his deep appreciation of their efforts. While giving a vote of thanks, or while doing the proceedings, whatever he said was very important. He expressed his pride in students, and there was a deep appreciation of their efforts. Whatever efforts that students had taken, he appreciated all those efforts, and he also expressed his pride in all the children. See, we are discussing each and everything about the school which is there in rough London area, and which is ill-famed school or notorious school. अशी शाळा की जी फारशी चांगली म्हणून प्रसिद्ध नाही आहे. इतर ठिकाणी प्रवेश नाकारलेली मुलं तिथे आहेत. खूप गरीब घरातील किंवा कुठल्याही प्रकारच्या संस्कार असलेली अशी मुलं तिथे नाही आहेत. ऑल दोज चिल्ड्रन आर नॉट फ्रॉम व्हेरी good families, or what we can say, they are from very poor families. So there is no refinement in their behavior, and there are no manners, there were no manners and etiquettes in their behavior. And those school children, there was a huge transformation in them after this half yearly council is there. We can conclude that there is a huge transformation in these students. So this is the lesson by E.R. Braithwaite. Here we have an exercise on the theme. See, what are the questions are there? When the turn of my class came, I sat anxiously. Why was the narrator anxious? Explain the statement by citing suitable references from the extract. Why was he anxious? So go through the lesson and find out the reasons why he was anxious. First of all, it was his class. Then all those students, they are very troublesome, they have no manners, no etiquettes, and now today they are going to present a report on the class on every subject, and that is why there are various examples. You can find them out from the extract. Then the next is select two statements that describe the theme of the extract. Those two statements which are exactly describing the theme. The first sentence over here is half yearly report of the students council was not an important event for the students and teacher of the school. So this is a false statement. This is not the correct theme. Was not an important event. This is not a statement. This is not a correct statement. Actually, it was a correct. It was an important event. So this is not the statement which is describing the theme. The writer was immensely pleased to notice the progress of his students. This is true statement. That is why this is the statement related with the theme. The students showed a remarkable change in their behavior, were progressing in all the subjects. Yes, all the students are progressing in every subject, and there is a remarkable change in their behavior. The head of the institution was against conducting such activities in the school. This is not the correct statement. Headmaster was there. He was there. First of all, he presented a report. He spoke about the aims and objectives of the school, and he wanted furtherance of all those objectives from the students. And at last also he was there to do all the proceedings at the end, and that is why he was not against conducting such kind of activities. So this is also a false statement. Third question, the relationship between the teacher and student is highlighted in the extract. Illustrate with suitable examples from the extract. So it is very clearly visible. It is very clear that the student teacher relationship is there, and it is the theme of the extract. And there are various suitable examples which can prove that everywhere we are talking about student teacher relationship. The next question, explain in brief the theme of the extract. So the same question is there which is related about the theme of the extract. Describe the atmosphere of the school described in the extract. Once again the question is there. We are moving about around the theme of the extract. We are moving around the theme of chapter 17. And what is the theme of the chapter 17? It is the student teacher relationship, the transformation that took place in those students, and all those things. And in atmosphere also we can talk about all those changes that took place in the students behavior. So all these things you are going to consider while you are writing answer to these questions. Now this is the time to do homework. Solve all the exercises on characters and plot on page numbers 185, 186 and 187. See, in our textbook on page number 185, 86, 187, there are few questions on characters and plot which are fully based on the chapter 17. So go through all those questions and answer those questions. So thank you dear students. We will meet soon in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.